On October 26, 2022, one of the most popular esports organizations in the world announced their debut in competitive Apex Legends. With a roster comprised of former TSM players Snip3down and Albralelie, joined by up-and-coming controller player Slurpee, Faze Clan had officially entered into the ALGS. Straight off the bat on their first match day, they were already making the world aware that they were here to play.
FaZe are alive. Top 4. Is this the moment where FaZe can pop off and give themselves a real chance in this match week? FaZe Station go out, but now FaZe will rain down from above.
FaZe are just decimating here, and FaZe will close out the first game here on World's Edge with a huge victory.
But just like the FaZe stock price, this team peaked early off of a lot of hype and then just kind of went downhill ever since. So what happened? What led to FaZe forming a team and then dropping both Albralelie and Slurp within a span of just 3 months? Welcome back to The Reset. Before we talk about Faze Clan, 93% of my viewers are not subscribed, so if you enjoy ALGS content and want to see more, please subscribe. I would appreciate it a ton. Now let's dive into the fall of Faze Clan's first ever ALGS roster. This episode will be structured a tad differently than the last two. Faze has far more than just 3 problems, so instead, we're going to cover what I call their 2 foundational flaws, and then dive into some gameplay that puts everything on full display. First up, let's talk about the most obvious foundational flaw: how the team formed. Faze, according to Nick Merckx, had been attempting to jump into the Apex scene for quite a while. Snipe3down, previously a member of TSM's Apex roster back in 2021, had been on Faze's Halo team, but was looking to make a move back to competitive Apex. He made his return a month before Split 1 began and brought Faze with him. But how did he end up getting Albralelie and Slurp? Well, Alb had just finished the ALGS championships with Cloud9, and both sides decided it was time to part ways. Alb left C9 and was officially a free agent. When he was recently on the Apex the podcast, he explained how he and Snipe got connected.
Initially, I heard from Fallout that Snipe was going to be potentially returning to Apex from Halo when I was in North Carolina. And I was like, that sounds interesting. He's like, yeah, he wants to play with you. And I was like, that's very interesting. So I DM'd Snipe and was like, hey, someone told me you might be coming back to Apex and wanted to play. So I hit up Snipe, and he was like, yeah, I'm trying to come back. I'm going to be getting a team together. We're going to play under Faze, stuff like that. And it was good vibes, man.
So we've got Snipe and Albralelie, but how did Slurp come into the picture? Well, there isn't any confirmed explanation that I could find out there, but using context clues from Alb's The Apex the podcast appearance where he said this, I would assume that Slurp was mainly recruited by Albralelie.
Slurp's been my friend for a year and a half.
At the time, some believed this roster on paper would be incredible. But when you look just a bit deeper, you realize there were some glaring issues from the beginning. First up, Snipe had been away from playing in the ALGS for almost a year at this point. To expect him to return immediately and dominate would be a leap. It would certainly take time for him to regain his old form, especially since the current state of ranked and scrims is a bit difficult for pros to get good practice in. Secondly, Slurp had limited experience playing in the highest tier lobbies. He had played in 2021's ALGS Split 1, as well as some other third-party tournaments, but nothing recent at the top level. So once again, it would take some time for him to adjust to the overall skill at the top. And thirdly, Albralelie was taking his first swing at being the full-fledged in-game leader. He had previously co-IGL'd before, but it seems that he had grown tired of taking the back seat on calls. But IGLing isn't just something you jump into. Even going from a co-IGL to a solo IGL isn't going to be a smooth transition. So as already stated with Slurp and Snipe, it would take time for this team to mesh well and be ready for the scene. But time was not on their side. Faze was invited straight into the ALGS. They didn't have to go through the Challenger Circuit or the Pro League qualifiers, and while their team on paper definitely deserved to be in ALGS, without the ramp-up period to gain chemistry and iron out the macro, Faze would be thrust straight into the flames. But then match day 2 happened. This was Faze's first official match day, and they came out red hot and finished in 2nd overall place on the day. And this, in my opinion, may have inflated their belief in themselves significantly. Obviously, they were all incredibly talented players, but it's far more difficult to learn from your victories than it is from your mistakes. And after that match day 2, Faze would never have another finish even inside the top 7 for the rest of the split. But after that first match day, they began to underperform and started making a wild amount of changes, which brings me to foundational flaw number 2. Faze had an issue when it comes to overall consistency. Obviously that applies to performance, but I'm more so referring to their constant team composition and POI changes. First up, let's dive into the legend compositions. On match day 2, they ran a composition of Gibraltar, Valkyrie, and Seer. They had success with this comp, finishing in 2nd place, so they carried it over into match day 3. But on this day, they placed 19th. In response to this poor day, they swapped over to Crypto, Valkyrie, and Watson on World's Edge, and then Bangalore, Valkyrie, and Seer on Stormpoint for both match days 5 and 6. They finished in 12th and 8th on those match days, respectively. Then, on match day 8, they used the same Crypto, Valkyrie, Watson comp on World's Edge, but changed to Catalyst, Bangalore, and Seer on Stormpoint. Then for match day 9, they shifted entirely to Bangalore, Horizon, and Bloodhound on both maps, only to drop Bloodhound and Bangalore for Valkyrie and Seer in the last game. And then finally, in the regional finals, they utilized Newcastle, Loba, and Valkyrie. Confused yet? Because I sure am. Simply listing out the amount of compositions they used is just absurd. This constant switching gave all 3 players 0 time to truly land on a character that they would play and learn how to utilize that character within their set comp. Also notice that these comps are wildly different stylistically. Early on, they had a well-balanced composition that could play both zone or edge. Then they moved to a hard zone playstyle on World's Edge, while having a hard edge playstyle on Stormpoint. Only then to commit to a hard edge playstyle on the last few match days, which then ultimately culminates in a hard zone composition during the regional finals. If you told me that any team was flip-flopping this much in both characters and playstyle, I would assume that they were doomed from the beginning. I do believe that versatility will be something that ALGS will move towards in the future, but this attempt at being a jack of all trades simply led to them being a master of none. Now let's talk about their landing POIs. Due to FaZe being a new team, they didn't have an established landing spot. Prior to the beginning of Split 1, they attempted to start contesting teams in random tournaments and scrims in order to bully a squad out of their POI in hopes of claiming it for future ALGS match days. This resulted in FaZe fighting Tripods for Cenote, Complexity for Fragment, Furia for Countdown, and even eventually TSM for Lava Siphon. Here's how that went.
It doesn't look like they're 50.
Are we still all taking these, like, the big building? Because I'm about to just land here.
No, don't.
We're gonna land at these bins right here. We can probably get a good spot in this zone.
Team already on us. On me, on me.
You're ahead of us off. Is there one on your building?
Yes.
One still here, one still here.
There's one on me.
One to help you. Nice.
Look over me.
It's gotta be the guys with him.
Jump out if you can.
Oh, let's get something.
He's one, he's one. One shot at me, literally bullet. On the wall, on the wall.
Coming back.
Crack the crypto.
Look over me. Coming back.
Crack the crypto. Crack the crypto.
Crack, Valk me. Valk one. Valk dead.
Crypto's cracked.
Pushing that. Go behind, go behind.
Good shit, good shit.
So as you can tell, these attempts at stealing POIs before ALGS did not work. So once Split 1 began, rather than landing at Dome, the POI they had initially claimed prior to the contest, they decided to reaction drop depending on the match day. On Stormpoint, they consistently landed on Down Beast, but on World's Edge, they landed at Countdown on match days 2, 5, and 8, which of course were days that Furia was not playing. Then they landed at Skyhook and Trials on match day 3 when Liquid, now Xset, wasn't playing, and on match day 6, they landed at Fragment East when Complexity wasn't playing. And finally, on day 9, and then the regional finals, they landed at Survey Camp and Epicenter, which was Sentinel's landing spot, but due to Sentinels not qualifying, was now open. Oh, and also randomly, during the last few days, they completely abandoned Down Beast on Stormpoint in favor of the no-name POI, often referred to as Bean. So once again, confused yet? They ran 7 different compositions and landed at 6 different POIs across the 2 maps, on their 6 match days. That is an impossible task for any team. There was zero foundational consistency in the way that they approached the game. We couldn't ever call them a zone or edge team because their POI selection and team compositions oftentimes would entirely clash with the play style that they wanted to play. And without a true identity, this led them into plenty of incredibly awkward positions that were forcing them to fail. So now that we've gone over those foundational flaws, let's dive into a few specific clips that I think really illustrate their overall problems. First up, let's talk about this clip from match day 8. This clip comes right when Faze decided to switch from landing at down beast over to landing at bean. This POI is easier to rotate from compared to down beast, and considering that they're running a zone favored comp of Crypto and Watson, this strategy initially makes sense. But then they decide to complete the armory that is at the POI. Now the armory is the only reason that this POI is really viable whatsoever because of the loot that it can give you, but the key issue here is time. With the comp that they are running, they are not built to play out on the edge. Yet here we are almost 4 minutes into the game and they are just now rotating out of their POI. Albralelie correctly predicts where the circle will most likely end and wants to grab one of the buildings in antenna.
Where do we think this is ending?
I think it's pulling over here.
Really?
Or like towards these buildings.
Do you think we can get one of those buildings?
Maybe. We can try.
But due to them rotating later than they should have, the buildings are already taken.
I think one of those 2 buildings will be open.
I think so too.
Antenna does have beacon though, so.
I see people in the
I have a
buildings.
4x. I got out.
There's a team right here.
Oh fuck, I got out as well.
Yeah, just get out.
I'm getting hit. Recharging my shields.
Loba team.
I don't think this building's free down here.
Yeah, I don't think any of them
What
are free.
about
Can we get
you-
into the center of antenna?
Come on.
Is that just shit?
If you have like a sniper
This
gun.
one says a crafter, bro. Let's go around. Let's go around. We can try to get this building. Get in the car.
And they quickly abandon that idea in favor of playing edge on the east side of the map.
Get out. Where the fuck did they go?
The car right
They
here.
went back down. They went back down. They went into fish. I don't see anyone in here though.
Let's go that way.
Can we Valk Ult to that?
We could just
I
take
mean,
this.
we could just take this building.
Oh, it's free?
I think so.
I think so actually. I see fences on it actually. I see fences on the door.
No, that's not free. It's not free.
No, they're in there. They're in there. Come to me. Come to me. Come to me. We're gonna pull our Valk Ult back here.
Now remember, this was the first match day that they landed at bean. So likely they didn't understand the timing required to leave the POI in order to ensure that they got a good spot. Next, they Valk Ult into a decent spot, but it's rather far away from where Alb is predicting the circle to end. Snipe and Slurp are clearly feeling rather aggressive and want to push early here for potentially a better spot.
They're sliding
The
down.
zone
They're
might
sliding
bounce
down.
north
They
there.
might fight in this building. These kids are running right
Get
into
your gen
them.
down. Get your gen down. Start setting up. We need fences on the choke.
Okay, I was gonna start moving up towards that.
No.
Eye of the storm.
I'm getting on my
I
gen.
think they're running at this team. They're fighting in that building. They're pushing them.
We should go over
No
there.
fucking way. Yeah, I mean, we
fucking-
can run over there.
I'm going.
That's so far. I'm good to go. No, there's a team on the hill behind them. No. Come back. This is not fucking... No.
As we'll come to find out later, they should have attempted to push closer towards antenna if possible, because if they managed to win a fight and secure one of these buildings, they could have claimed one of the best spots in circle. Albralelie then makes a few interesting comments.
There's nobody near us.
Setting a
But it is
fence.
0 on banners. So this is open. I'd rather go there.
I would rather go there too.
Yeah, let's go there.
Playing a hard zone comp, you never want to be in a situation where there are 0 teams around you. That means you aren't in a spot where the zone will end.
Like, I'm pretty sure shit's going into antenna, but like, the only way we're gonna get in there is with a hella late Valk Ult.
And having to resort to a super late Valk Ult means that you didn't rotate fast enough to claim the spot that would suit your comp the best. Eventually they use the beacon to get circle, and Slurp says this.
I'm going for zone. I wanna get the zone.
Feels that charge in the air. We're inside the ring.
They're still
We're
fighting in
safe.
this building. I don't understand.
It does pull out. It pulls out to that building. If we can hold this whole edge, we'll be chilling.
Yeah, we actually do have a good spot to walk in right
There's a team
here.
near us. There's a team near
That's
us.
fine,
now.
bro. This is actually not bad.
Although they are in the next circle and can stay alive for a while, they are about to be swarmed by all the edge teams coming in late. Teams that are far more prepared to take fights in these areas than they will be. Eventually, the edge teams have arrived, and they receive the bad news. The circle is exactly where Al predicted, and they are way out of position.
There's a team over here now too. Pulls deep into antenna.
I mean, we're still in where we are.
That team over there is a problem.
Yeah, we're just showing. We'll have the latest Valk Ult.
We could end up Valk Ulting onto the roof of one of those
I
buildings.
get his red armor already.
Yeah, we will.
Adversary over there.
Horizon over here in the open. God, we're in such a tough spot right now.
Yeah.
This team's moving.
Let's go that way.
On roof here.
Trouble.
I don't know, they just kind of moved a little bit.
Oh my god.
We're gonna try some stupid shit off that.
I mean, there's
We have the Valk Ult, but I don't think they're gonna fucking let us.
I don't think we're gonna be able to either. This is about to be a shit show.
If we drop to this left platform,
They're in a bad spot.
if we drop to me, I think, bro.
This is going to require a Valkyrie ult to escape, and they're in a tough spot because all the teams around them will attempt to cancel the ultimate. But regardless, Alb creates the plan and calls for the execute.
I'm gonna EMP them so that we can move, okay?
Okay.
We're gonna jump out left and pull Valk Ult, and we're gonna go up and over into antenna, okay?
And they're
I'm
just
EMPing them
sitting
now.
there, bro.
Go and pull it now. Pull it out, pull. Where are you going? Pull.
What do you mean?
Pull.
Get down,
Slurp,
we're down
pull
low.
the
Slurp.
ult.
Fucking pull.
Bro, you said, where are you going? Like, I'm
We're-
on
we're-
low ground.
we're
There's
dead.
nowhere else for me to go, man.
I said, oh, dude,
No, fuck.
why are you running into the team? Why are you running into them? What the
You said
fuck?
we're gonna go down and pull
I
down.
said we're
like,
gonna
I
jump
don't
out
know.
to the left, like next to the stairs on our high ground.
You did not say that.
I didn't even think
Like,
he.
jump out left.
I don't
Like,
even
why
think
would
he
we ever
needed to
jump
say
into
that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, why would we ever jump into them? What
That
the
was bad.
fuck? They even like jumped out there before and said we're gonna Valk Ult from me. I stood there.
We would have got canceled there, though, Alb. There was a kid on the rock
I
looking right
EMP'd
at
them.
us.
I EMP'd
No,
them.
no, Alb. We would have
Either
got
way,
canceled.
it's fucked. Like, whatever. Either way, it's fucked. But, like, it's a higher percent
I
play than
should've
jumping
done
on their
that,
head.
Alb made the call, but Slurp lacked the situational awareness to realize that taking the low ground in order to ult would have resulted in immediate death, as there was a team sitting right there. Slurp blames Alb for essentially not giving him pinpoint detail, which is a fair point to make because the more detail you can give as an IGL the better, but Slurp's situational awareness is at fault in the end. This clip was shared around social media and many naturally placed the blame on Slurp for this game, but in reality, the fact that Faze was in that situation in the first place was the true problem. Even if they got the Valk Ult off, there was no guarantee that they could have found a safe place to play. Now, once they did commit, obviously Slurp is at fault at what happened in the end, but a lot of that could have been prevented if they were essentially in a god spot way earlier. Next, let's move on to another clip that I think begins to show the increasing communication problems within the team. This is from match day 3. Faze is playing out on the edge. The circle is ending on two sides of one mountain. It favors one side specifically, so Faze needs to push right if they want to be able to maintain the ability to walk into the final circle. Initially, their plan is to walk in slowly and push the team that is holding the cannon, but then this happens.
How do you guys feel about fighting in on this corner? If everyone goes in there, we can just wipe the side. We could like that. That's a KP play, or we can play to try to win and get.
I think we take the fight on Clan.
I like that fight better, too.
I think these guys. I think these guys might open up the map for us later, like if they Valk Ult from there, because they can't wrap around and ring. So we win this fight and like we know that there's a couple
is there
teams.
someone right here? There's someone right below us.
Is there?
I don't have them on scan at the moment.
shooting
Yeah,
at
he is. You're right.
shooting at them.
That's really bad. We can't take the fight on cannon anymore. We have to force this team down the hill and mirror them in.
Alb becomes fixated on this idea that the team in the building will push up the hill. And I presume in his mind, he's worried that in their attempt to hold them off, the team behind them at the cannon could sandwich them. So instead of listening to his team who wants to maintain the original plan, he makes the call for them to do this.
Look right here, look right here. Ready? This kid's in the open.
You can slide to the right here with me. Slide to the right here with me.
They're going down. They're going this way. So
Yep.
we probably have to go right.
Yeah, they're gonna mirror. We're gonna mirror them.
You don't want to take this?
We're gonna mirror this fight, okay? That's what we're playing for.
Pause right here. Faze has a fantastic spot to hold off any uphill push from the team inside the building. Based on Snipe's POV, the team in that building hasn't even pushed outside yet, meaning they could have easily taken the fight on the cannon with no worry about being sandwiched from behind.
They're backing
They're
up.
the Kraber on the side, though. They're the Kraber on the side.
Okay. We're going to, I'm sliding down now to the big tree.
Target spotted.
They're in the building, Yep, in this door.
It's a knock, it's a knock. Just play on me, play on me, play on me. I'm giving you ulting the deep corner.
And right here inside, right here. Watch out right here. Weak.
Left.
Kill this guy. Seer dead. On me. Rez, bubble. There's a guy right here. Dude. Get this kill.
Nice.
Walk forward.
No.
I'm healing.
You can't res.
Round 3, Flip.
I mean, dude, I'm dead anyway, bro. It doesn't matter. Dude,
We should have just taken that fight on the cannon. I don't know why.
Because dude, if we fight right, the team on our side just walks up.
No, they don't, bro. They don't. They're gonna get melted from that building by the team right there with Kraber and shit. They can't make that run up the hill.
I think Alb was simply overthinking. He did a good job being decisive and explaining the plan, but the issue was they just executed the wrong one based on a list of assumptions that were unfounded. In reality, their initial plan was the best call. In this moment, I think Snipe and Slurp started to doubt their IGL and his decision making. But Snipe and Slurp aren't helping themselves either.
We should try and get some angles on these guys.
50 on 1.
They're not in a good spot.
We should walk up right here.
Wait. Can we get a spot? Can we pull Valk Ult and like check the field over here?
We could. I think we should look for kills on these guys real quick. They're getting melted.
Okay, fine.
I'm looking.
Okay, fine.
I'm just. Someone needs to watch our back though.
I'm watching. I'm with you, Snipe.
They're directly under me. It might not be a full team.
They're leaving.
I have good shots on these guys. I think. Yeah, they're in the open. Right here, weak. Valk, weak. And there's a guy here. Okay.
I cracked one.
I'm going. Watch out. One shot.
There's a rat, dude. Flip behind you.
I have no coming.
It wasn't a
You're
rat.
taking over too much.
On my scans, that was the only guy I saw.
There's no way we.
You're taking over too much.
Okay, all right.
There are definitely moments where they completely take over comms and make poor decisions too. Finally, let's take a peek into a series of clips that puts the nail in the coffin for this Faze squad.
God damn it, man.
We got 4 kills out of that at least.
That's why I'm so hesitant to let you take over, man. Fuck! God damn it!
I mean, bro, you gotta calm the fuck down because you don't hear me shit talking on you when you fail as IGL like all this time. Like, you just gotta calm down. That was our.
That's the first time I've gotten mad at you. Give me some fucking slack. Like, fuck, dude.
Mac, you gotta shoot that fucking wall with me, bro. If I'm telling you to shoot the fucking wall, why are you not shooting the wall?
To explain this moment a bit better, we need to back up to the game prior. This is another example of Snipe and Slurp pushing back on Alb's plan, only to be correct in the end after Alb ignores their concerns and forces the plan anyway.
Is there a team on our hill?
I don't know yet. I don't want to go until I've scanned in 6 seconds.
Okay. We want this hill. If we can get it, because it's in for now.
Team Valk ulting here.
in.
There is a team on the hill.
Okay, is the team on the hill?
Yes. If they're fighting at the buildings down low.
They're just like
We
shooting.
got landed on. I'm gonna watch our backs though.
Alright, we need to find a way to get in.
We're gonna fight the team on the hill. Do you have an ult cell still?
No, I use both.
Fuck, dude. I don't have one.
I have my ult back.
Okay, we can just work it with smokes then.
We could also wrap around the side, like if there is a fight there. Like, what happened to the team over here?
They're over here. They're still
I'm
here.
down to 5-1, by the way.
We could fight for fence, no?
No. We're fighting for the cell. We
This
want the hill.
hill's hard
We're
to
just fighting
fight.
for it. No, it isn't. It's only the coast side that's in. It's pretty easy. We have Horizon ult still, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit's free.
Do you need a nade?
I have 2 arcs and a frag. I have 2 arcs. I'm good.
You need to make sure they don't walk up here. Both of you stay there.
We're
Away from them.
the problem with this fight, we're gonna get shot from
No, we're
this
not.
roof right here.
No, we're not.
Once we get to the fence, we'll be fine.
Don't worry about that.
Alb repeatedly ignored his teammates, told them how easy this fight was, and even told them to shut up. Then they made what was arguably the worst push of their entire team existence ever and died pretty much instantly as both things that Snipe and Slurp said came true.
My ult's up in 8%. This is the freest fight in fucking history.
What's our play after we wipe them?
We're just gonna play high ground and then think about it later. I'm not thinking past it.
Yeah.
looking for a wee sun.
Alright, smoke
Alright,
that
we're
kid
gonna
on the
start
rock
working it
out.
out.
Smoke that kid on the
Hang
top
on.
rock.
Do you have your ult?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, it's gonna be hard to like, I don't know.
Fine, shut up. I'll smoke this out.
In the chimney.
I'm bang ulting forward now.
Smoke that top rock, Alb.
Double
I don't need to. I just bang ulted it. You ready to walk up with it, okay? We're gonna walk up.
Yeah.
Let's smoke the top rock.
Wait for it to blow up. Wait for
Start
it to
walking
blow up.
forward. Start walking forward. Wait, it's not blowing up yet.
That's their ult.
Okay, go for it now. Go for it. Go for it.
I gotta pop a bat. I got bowed.
I'm
I'm
going.
dead.
Fuck.
I didn't realize that they threw an ult.
I'm gonna ult
Snipe
him.
hold. Snipe hold.
Unleashing my
I'm blocking.
I
I'm blocking.
cannot.
He's on my back.
Stay here. Stay here. Keep shooting.
I'm just dead to an aid. Like,
Dude, that fight is so much harder than you think it is, man. Like, fuck, bro.
Now keep that in mind as we go into this next game. This is the final match day, and FaZe is fighting to secure a top 20 spot to ensure that they make it to regional finals. Snipe makes the statement saying that he's going to start looking for fights for them to take because he's wanting to start grabbing some KP in order to help their standing.
that's a hard fight, bro.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm finding us fights. I'm finding us fights. This shit is just fucking like we just took so long to find that fight. We didn't check what was going on the side. We probably should have kept running that team down in Harvester. We needed to like that. That is so hard. That is such a hard fight. That team knows we're there. We're the only focus that they have, and there's other teams that have been shooting at us this entire time.
I just think we played it bad. I don't think that fight's hard.
So now we move into the next game. FaZe has effectively got first dibs at whatever spot they want due to the fact that they landed at Epicenter. They smartly chose to hold the bridge that gives them plenty of space, cover, and oversight in the surrounding areas. Alb even calms that they don't want to lose their spot because of how good it is.
Dude, we're just showing here. We're fine. We have an insane spot. The zone could literally end right in front of us.
You're right.
Because
But remember what got called by Snipe last game?
Fight,
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm finding us fights. I'm finding us fights.
He's going to take over and make the call for fights. So as FaZe is simply poking at the surrounding teams, this happens.
don't make sure we don't lose our spot.
I am.
Team Valk ulting. Be ready.
Yep, that's coming out of Epi. I'm gonna look at beam it.
Wouldn't let down range.
In the middle, one shot. In the middle, one shot.
I'm gonna look at beam it. Crack Valk!
In the middle, one shot.
Valk dead!
I'm gonna go for this kill.
In Epi. I'm behind you. I don't have my Q.
Hit it?
No. I got the other weak as well, though. We could go kill this.
Where is he?
Yeah, go kill it.
Go kill
Where are
it.
they? Where are they? Where are
Down
they?
low.
But let's pause right here. Alb has expressed that they have God spot and the circle might end right out in front of them. And he was right, by the way. But due to Alb getting a knock, Snipe calls for the push. Alb doesn't demand for them to stay on the bridge. So even Alb is at fault for this push, but he has allowed Snipe to directly force them out of God spot for the sake of KP when 20 squads are still alive. Meaning someone will certainly be taking their spot before they can get back up the hill. But we're down the hill. FaZe is committed to this fight. So what comes next?
I'm going. I'm gonna ult it. I'm gonna ult it. I'm gonna ult the other side. I'm gonna ult the other side.
One's kind of weak.
Suck them into a
I
corner.
ulted it. I ulted it.
Shoot this, shoot this, shoot this.
I'm going to slurp. I'm going to slurp.
I can't see because the fucking wall. I'm nading in there.
Oh my god, I just got fucked.
I'm getting shot from the side. We're getting...
Come back. Get out.
I'm out.
Disengage.
The opposing Newcastle has walled off one side. Slurp correctly decides to go to the back door and utilize his Horizon ult to put pressure on the team. Simultaneously, Snipe is calling for Alb to help him break the Newcastle wall so they can pinch the team in from both angles. But Alb decides to leave Snipe in order to help Slurp, which is leaving Snipe dumping multiple mags of ammo to break the wall. This takes far too long, and with Alb and Slurp unable to push in on the other side due to Slurp's ult, they eventually get shot in the back and they just have to disengage entirely. So they've given up God spot for KP, failed to secure the KP at all, and then have effectively run out of rotation options, which is now forcing them to play for the low ground of the spot that they previously had.
Fuck me, man.
Yeah, that's kind of dumb.
Yeah, I mean, there's 20 teams alive and we're sliding into Epi.
You should have shot that wall with me, bro. Could have easily fucking killed them.
Alright. Are we trying to get under
So many
the bridge?
teams are gonna die right now.
Yeah, we're trying to get under the bridge.
I mean, look at this zone, bro. We actually did throw. Whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we start.
Let's go. We need to go. This team is gonna get stuck if we don't go.
Okay, I'm up to this point at least. Watch out for that
I'm gonna
scan.
bang out forward.
They Valk ulted.
I'm bang ulted forward.
It's on. Ring's moving.
Had they never left, they very well could have been the team that is getting the final kills on this fight below the bridge. They could have been there sitting and waiting to clean up all the kills as multiple other teams fight below them. Instead, we get this.
Valk ulting next to me. Just keep moving with me.
Following back. I don't have time to heal, so I can't get hit by zone.
No, it just is what it is. We're gonna cross the lava. There's a team here. I smoked it.
I can queue us up. I
Queue
can
up,
queue
queue
us
up,
up.
and let's ult them.
Look, I'm queuing right on you guys, right on you guys, right on you guys.
I can't.
I just can't, dude.
Finish it
Like,
up.
So you're dead. Oh.
Also dead.
Oh, I got knock.
behind this door, right here, Alf. Behind you.
He died.
Behind you.
Let's go.
Nice.
Up top, he's dropping. Whatever you got. We
God
got.
damn it, man.
We got 4 kills out of that at least.
That's why I'm so hesitant to let you take over, man. Fuck! God damn it!
I mean, bro, you gotta calm the fuck down because you don't hear me shit talking on you when you fail as IGL
know,
like
but
all this time. Like,
so
you just gotta
mad.
calm down. That was our.
That's the first time I've gotten mad at you. Give me some fucking slack. Like, fuck, dude.
Mac, you gotta shoot that fucking wall with me, bro. If I'm telling you to shoot the fucking wall, why are you not shooting the wall? I don't understand that either. I put 2 clips. I don't care. I'm looking for an angle.
We're gonna fucking get stunned going through it, and they're just.
I'm not trying to go through it. I'm shooting it to get an angle. We shoot the middle one. We have angles on both sides, and Slurp's on the other wall with angles himself. I put 2 whole clips into it. If you shot it fucking for 100 HP, I'd kill at least one of them. I already got one of them weak. Like, I literally said, shoot the wall, and you did nothing, and then ran around to the other side and did nothing. Like, you just blatantly ignored me.
Stop them from shooting Slurp.
Bro, you just blatantly ignored me. He had his horizontal, dude. He threw his horizontal. Like, they are all stuck in that room. You just straight up said, I'm not listening to you, and ran around to the other side and did nothing. Like, we would have killed that team. Regardless if it wasn't the right play, you did not even come close to listening to me there. I don't disagree, it wasn't the right play, but we would have gotten those kills.
Hold tight. I got you back.
Oh, I'm a fucking idiot though at the end for queuing up. I don't know why I listened to you, Alf. You should queue up and look for horizontal, and they had a gen. I'm an idiot. I mean, we're just dead there anyway. We got the kills that we had to get though. So
Should have ended this game with fucking more, like, I don't know, man, whatever.
Now later in this match day, FaZe actually managed to clutch up on Storm Point to reach the regional finals, but they failed to qualify for LAN. I think this next clip does a good job showing how the regional finals day went.
No cells, no good guns.
No, I took a Phoenix kit. I mean, there's a Scout, there's an R9, but I just don't need it.
Is that a blue scout or is it?
No.
What is it? I'm gonna Q take the R9 for me. I'll drop my car.
Keep holding because I need someone to watch this for me, like that side.
Yeah.
I took the R9.
I'm coming over. Or come to me.
It's right here. I mean, I have a car that I want.
Yeah, no, just come to me and then I'll go grab that R9. I just don't want to leave the choke open because the crypto team looking for it.
Alright, I'm gonna drop the R9 right. I'm gonna ping a few.
Crypto Jones up here.
Wings up.
I'm already saying
Okay,
just to
you can
watch
go.
my shell.
Yep. Fuck. Do you have light slurp?
No.
I have 230.
I'm gonna have to grab light with your next global ult.
I have a 50. I'm at 55% right now.
I have like 2.5. I have like a stack of light essentially. Wait, between us.
Coming back.
I'm ulting the slurp.
Yep.
I'm in a bad spot, bro.
I'm batting.
I have to go.
We need to help Snipe.
They're on, they're queuing up. They're on the RV. I headshot the
I'm batting.
I have to go down.
Yeah, just run.
To our left,
Close to me, Slurp. Close to me.
Back up a little bit.
Yeah, I am.
I don't know how to get to you guys. I'm Valk ulting to you guys.
I got EMP'd.
There's a Valk up here. I'm just dead. How does that team walk up?
Hold your knock for me. Hold your knock for me.
It's white. It's white.
I just need to get out of here. I'm just dead, bro. I'm dead.
I'm dead now too.
Just run right, Slurp, run right.
I'm just dead.
Bro.
How does that team just get up?
I kept saying to this, I need someone to watch that for me.
I couldn't. I just had to go grab my gun.
I'm watching down the hill.
I just heard them. They ran from the egg, Snipe.
I mean, that's what I literally said. Someone needs to watch me the entire time. That's all I kept saying.
I know, but if we're like grabbing me a gun, then you need to look at it. If
Okay,
you
then
can't
someone needs
play
to
where
tell me
you are,
that.
like, in punishment.
I keep saying like I don't know.
I said I need to go grab this R9. I even said I need to get light for this R9 when I'm done.
We're doing too much in our mid game though. I think we.
Didn't
Yeah,
even.
I was gonna say that.
Fuck the R9 honestly.
I just think, I just had a fucking like semi-scuffed car, and if I just switched to a 9, like I don't know, I do agree we did too much, and I probably didn't need to go for the 9. But I think when Snipe recognizes, hey, I need someone to hold this so I don't get caught out, he needs to hold it until someone like picks it up. There's no one.
I mean, I don't know. I was watching Geyser.
Yeah, I know, but
Geyser
no
Hill.
one's gonna come from Siphon. Like where Snipe was watching, like looking at Siphon, those are like luxury angles, you know? Like that's.
I
like,
mean, this is a
keeping
moment that Hal would be screaming, "Who the fuck cares about the loot? We need to focus on like what's around us," because we literally just got sidetracked by a golden R9 that cost us our entire positioning.
Yeah, I know.
When I watched that live, that was when I knew that Albralelie was going to be the first player dropped. Snipe standing in Faze Clan had essentially locked him into the roster spot and gave him the power to make decisions on the future. And once Albralelie was gone, I thought it was only a matter of time until Slurp was too. Considering that I believe that Slurp was really only brought in because of his relationship with Albralelie, once Al was dropped, it seems as though Snipe was eventually going to pull the trigger and drop him too. Considering all their issues, I'm genuinely shocked this team managed to accomplish what they did. I honestly think this goes to show how skilled these players are. But the foundational issues of Snipe and Slurp not having A-tier Pro League experience in over a year, as well as Alb being a first-time IGL, combined with the constant changes of legend comps and POIs, was the bedrock of failure that they were standing upon. These issues were only highlighted further when Alb would make mistakes, then Snipe and Slurp would countercall him and force their own way on comms just to make similar mistakes, and then inevitably the team would collapse despite having solid setups for good points. This team had been doomed for quite some time. On paper, everyone knew that they had talent, but when you dive into specifics, there were so many things that they didn't have that ultimately led to the downfall of Faze's first ever Apex Legends roster. Thanks for watching, guys. I know this was a lot longer of a video than some of my previous ones, but Faze just had so many issues and clips and problems that it was kind of hard to pack it all into a short and concise package like I was able to for the Furia video. And also, I think that, you know, if the point of these is to really analyze and break these things down, I think I want to put in that extra effort to ensure that I get as many of the points in that I can while still, you know, not pushing for, you know, an hour-long video or something crazy like that. Anyway, not sure if I'm going to be posting a video for next week as the London LAN will be taking place. I'm super excited to watch it. I hope you guys are too. I've debated on the idea of potentially, you know, doing some watch parties for these ALGS events. So just let me know down in the comments if you guys think that that'd be cool to just watch some of these events together. I don't know about all the logistics behind that, but just a thought. Anyway, hope you guys enjoy it. Also, if you like the video, like and subscribe. Thanks.